Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Squid. I know I never do this, but if you haven't hit that like button, please do it. It would really, really help me out. It would tell YouTube that people are actually wanting to see what I have to say and might help me out with the fucking algorithm. Probably not, but it is what it is. So, hey Flash fan. Hey David, how are you guys? Cynthia, as always, and John H. and Ung Hung Hero doing the modly mod stuff. I appreciate it very much. I know I'm a little early, but Mr. Squid is currently laying down with baby girl, trying to get her to sleep. So I have a little bit of quiet time, and I think I just want to get through this. Um, so if y'all haven't heard, Sarah Boone, Samsonite Sarah, Suitcase Sarah, whatever you choose to call her, she is now pro se because she went through so many lawyers, court-appointed lawyers, that the judge said no more court-appointed lawyers. We talked about her flyer the other day that she put up, or that not that she put up, that she sent to the judge and wanted put up in the courthouse break room. Like, I just don't know what to see if someone would represent her. But for now, she is representing herself. And today, there was a status hearing. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Let's watch this together. I watched the first about 5 minutes. It's only 18 minutes long. Well, 19 minutes long. But damn, the first 5 minutes is all I watched, and it's already, I can tell this is going to be an absolute shit show. So, without further ado, I will share my screen and we will get this absolute shit show on the road. Yeah, this is going to be Daryl Brooks 2.0. I actually think this will be worse because Daryl Brooks was just evil and stupid. This chick thinks she's smarter than everybody. But I have a feeling things might, things might go a separate direction. But we will see how this goes. All right. Without further ado, look at that smug face.
Dave Cacciatore on behalf of the state.
Ms. Boone, good morning. Could you please raise your right hand so Madam Clerk can swear you in?
She looks so interested.
Ma'am, good morning. Could you state your name and date of birth for the record for me?
Sarah Boone, 10-10-77.
We also have a representative from Prison Break Investigation. Sir, if you could come forward, please.
I mean, just that face.
If you could, sir, raise your right hand. Madam Clerk's going to go ahead and swear you in.
Hey, who,
All right, sir, good morning. Could you state your name for the record?
Your name and who were you before?
And Mr. Lane, what's your affiliation with Prison Break Investigations?
I'm the owner and chief investigator.
Okay, very good. The reason the court had this hearing this morning is the court has found that Ms. Boone has forfeited her right to counsel and waived her right to counsel alternatively by virtue of her conduct in this case. As such, Ms. Boone is currently representing herself. The court has been working diligently to provide you the discovery. I received your letter, ma'am, and I have reviewed it. We have not forgotten about you. It's just taken some time in order to coordinate the appropriate processes with the jail. In conversations with the jail, a laptop has been secured and will be issued to you after USB drives are provided with all the discovery. Upon the jail's receipt of those items, the following provisions will be adhered to. The laptop, charging cable, and USB devices will be kept in the FDC main control room when not in use. At no time will the charging cord be placed in the housing unit. Upon the return of the laptop to the FDC main control, The laptop will be placed on the charging cable to ensure it is available for the next day's usage.
Hey, King Bob.
The laptop and USB device is to be accounted for with the control room inventory. The control room DST or CO will make logbook entries for the issuing and returning the USB device and laptop. The dorm officer will make logbook entries for the receiving
Got
and
me
returning of
curious
these
on
items to the
you
applicable
are.
dormant officer. A notebook entry will be completed in IMS for every issuance of the laptop and USB device to inmate Boone. The laptop and USB device will be available
Yes,
daily
he's
to you,
her
Ms. Boone,
investigator.
between 0800 and
That is the,
1600 hours. A notebook entry will be completed in IMS for every issuance of the laptop and USB device to yourself, Ms. Boone.
You don't happen to go by Laura Owens, too,
The
do you?
discovery was provided at the court previously and is in the two bankers boxes that are in front of the court to your left, Mr. Lane. I'm going to order you, sir, to take possession and custody of that discovery that was provided to the court previously on June 28,
Look at his face.
2024.
He's so over this
You,
crap.
through Prison Break Investigations, shall copy all of the discovery onto as many USB dump drives as necessary. The Judicial
So if
Administration
y'all don't know what
Commission
her
for the state
letters
of
are
Florida shall be
talking about
responsible
and
for
what
the
she's been
fees and costs
absolutely
due
flipping
to
out
Prison
about,
Break Investigations
she is
for
so
copying
pissed
all of
off
the discovery
that
onto as
she
many
hasn't
USB
gotten her
jump drives
discovery
as
yet.
necessary. You will appear with for a hearing with the court on August 1st, 2024 at 8:45 in courtroom 12A of the Orange County Courthouse with the discovery and all USB jump drives containing the discovery. A representative from the Orange County Jail shall also appear for that hearing as well. At that point in time, Prison Break Investigations shall hand deliver all USB jump drives containing the discovery to
She's
the
getting a computer
representative
and she's
from the
getting
Orange
all her
County Jail
discovery on
in order to
USB
be
drive.
placed onto the laptop that is currently secured and to be issued to the defendant for all trial and court preparation. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
I have a conflict for August 1st, Your Honor. I'm
Okay.
going to be out of state from Tuesday until Friday of next week, which I believe is the conference August 1st for my son's wedding.
Okay, well,
Hey,
congratulations. When do you return from your son's wedding, sir?
I will be back late Friday evening, so I'll be available the following week.
Okay, will you be able to complete that task by that time?
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
Okay, sir, we will see you on give me a second, I want to make sure I get the date right. Monday, August 5 at 8:45.
Mark it
Okay, you'll be
down,
given
Monday,
a copy
August
of the
5th at
order that I just
8:45.
read from. Ms. Boone, you'll also be given a
Next
copy of
shit
the
show.
order. Do you have any questions for me?
I am thoroughly confused. Was a notice ever put online for this or mailed to anyone? I don't even know why Mr. Lane is here. I don't know why I'm here.
Well, ma'am, you are now representing yourself, and previously you had requested to appear at every hearing that was held. As you are now representing yourself, the court cannot have any hearings regarding your case without you being here. I put on the record and explained to you the process that the court has had with communications with the jail. I'm not allowed to look at any of that. I'm not allowed to copy any of that. So in speaking with the jail and understanding that you still have a private investigator that was provided to you through the state that's being compensated by the state, you're still allowed to utilize his services. The protections of the
My
attorney-client
guess
privilege are
is she
still
had no
applicable
idea she had a
to
private
him. So
investigator.
he's able to review any of these documents, ensure that they are safely copied
That
without
poor man.
violating any terms of the privileges. Those will then be placed on multiple USB drives and provided to you. Those USB drives will then be uploaded to a computer that has been secured for you at the jail for you to access all of that information.
So she's getting what she wants.
Okay. My question is, was a notice of hearing posted or mailed to anyone?
That
to
pretty nice
where
pink
apparently
cup.
The news crews obviously got it. How is it that I do not know anything about this other than my bunk being kicked at 3:00 in the morning telling me I have court?
Ma'am, I have no other way to get in touch with you.
I
other than
doubt she was
setting the
woken up
hearing,
at 3
which
o'clock
was
in the
set
morning to say she had court.
Yesterday,
Or more like
once I
6.
received confirmation from the jail as to the processes for how this would work. And I understand that your case is important, and I want to move it as efficiently, as diligently as possible. I know that you've been waiting for this information, and it took some time to confirm the process with the jail. You've advised me that you have very limited space. You have almost no privacy. You have a small drawer where you can keep some personal effects. We could not send all of those boxes with you to the jail, and the jail advised me that they cannot take all those boxes. A process had to be created to make sure
Yeah, Flash fan, I know.
And this is the process.
And the
Well,
judge
that's
is
what I
doing
was
his
explaining after
best to
speaking to a couple of
stay.
sergeants, and I've been waiting for that, and I would much rather prefer a hard copy of these to where I can write on them as opposed to anything that's on a laptop.
I am unable to provide that for you. I have been provided the process has been provided to me by the Orange County Jail.
Yeah, Sarah's.
I understand that's your preference, but I can't do anything more than what I've done right now.
I think it's starting to hit her that
I have
she is
had other information
on
given
her
to me,
own.
which is why I've been waiting for the boxes for them. So I don't know, is this something that I need to pursue continuously still for me to be able to receive my hard copies? Because no one tells me anything.
I cannot answer that question because that may call for me providing you legal advice, which I am prohibited from doing.
Okay, well, because I have no other way of contacting.
She is
you
laced
other
with
than my
attitude,
letter,
though.
AKA worldwide. So am I supposed to go back and speak to the captain and whoever else it is that I might need to speak to in order to receive these?
Again, I cannot answer that question. All I can tell you is that we will have a hearing on August 5, whereby which Prison Break Investigations will provide all of the information on USB drives. Those will be provided to a representative from the Orange County Jail who will place all that
How much do you
information
want to
on a
bet
laptop
she
for
writes
you to use.
a letter within
And
the
that's
next day or
accessible for your
two,
use from
complaining
0800
that
to
she's not
1600
getting
every day.
Right.
she's not getting
Okay, so
hard copies.
I guess I will figure that out, because if I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't utilize the laptop, which is why another reason why I was looking forward to the hard copies. So my other question is my time prorated for the time that I've been waiting for my discovery?
I can
I'm not
understand
sure I
why
understand what that means.
if you
Will
thought
it
you were
be
going to get
have
hard
additional
copies,
time added,
devil's
or will
advocate.
it be extended from the time period of me waiting for my discovery still?
I can understand why she'd be
I'm not in a
frustrated with
position to
that,
answer that
but
question.
you're in jail, chick.
I don't know what
You
it is
get
that
what
you're
you get.
asking for.
My pretrial is supposedly set for September 24th, I believe it is. So obviously I will not be prepared. And obviously I do not know what I'm doing. And obviously I'm still waiting for my discovery. So for
Obviously.
that time period that I have been waiting for almost 4 weeks now, will that be added to the time frame in order for me to be properly prepared?
As of right now, the dates are what the dates are, ma'am.
Okay, so I
We
just need
pushed
to
this out for 4 years.
The dates are
No
what
more
the dates are.
excuses.
So I also sent you, I believe, 5 motions. Have you received those?
No, ma'am, I have not.
They were mailed last week.
Then I have not received them yet.
Yeah.
The last correspondence I got from you, ma'am, was received on
Over
July
under
8th.
on the amount of pages. I'm going with
5
48.
motions I've mailed. They're probably sitting wherever else it is, considering it takes a day for you all to receive my mail, considering I'm right down the street from you all. So I have those also in order, which may change
Yeah.
whatever information or
She's not getting a delay.
anything that I'm trying to acquire in between now, the month less that I have
Yay.
to prepare for my
No problem.
trial.
And I am going to be streaming this trial too. I already have it marked on my calendar.
I
Not schedule any
don't
appointments
know.
for that
I was supposed
week.
to ask, how did Mr. Lane come into any of this? Like, how was he called?
Mr. Lane has been your investigator in this case, and he was advised to attend this morning's hearing by virtue of being
What a
provided
thought.
the discovery in order to digitize it so that you can have access to it.
The court contacted him?
I did not contact
Jess
him.
is coming in with the common sense.
Am I allowed to speak to him directly?
You can.
Mr. Lane, who contacted you in order for you to be here, please?
Yeah, I already marked it on the calendar.
Like we're saying, my
I'm going to
own
try to
attorney,
time my
shouldn't I be
appointments 3
included in
weeks
all of this
apart.
so I
Or
know what's going
we don't have
on
to
and
be
not
anywhere a
surprise
week.
hearing like it is again for the second time?
Ma'am, again, this is why there were benefits to being represented by counsel. The court has already identified in its 16-page order the reasons for why you no longer have those benefits.
Oh, Flash fan, I
It makes
check it
things
daily.
exceptionally more difficult, as I explained to you, in communicating with the court and communicating with the state attorney's office.
Florida is amazing with their transparency, and the Orange County Court's website is so easy to
There was-
navigate.
Included in that.
Great.
Ma'am, there was no certificate of service for setting this for today. This was coordinated by the JA. You were advised as soon as it was set. It was set yesterday.
It's just very odd to me that the news knew about it before I did.
Again, I can't speak to that.
And so nonetheless, my constitutional
See,
right
I like how they
to
zoomed in on her name.
forfeited on your behalf in the court. So now I don't get appropriate notice in preparation for me to be able to be here and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and act as and perform as?
I've already addressed the reasons, ma'am, for why there was a forfeiture and alternatively a waiver in the 16-page order that you were provided.
And guess what?
Again, it's difficult
You
to
went through 8
communicate with you
attorneys.
based on where your current housing is. I'm not able to pick up the phone. The judicial assistant's not able to pick up the phone to communicate with you or send you an email to
That
schedule certain things.
Court
And
deputy,
it lives a little bit of the
she's
level
like,
of
this is
further
going to be a
complication.
shit show. And I'm all here
How is
for
it
it.
the news knows before I do?
You keep asking the same question and the answer is going to be the same. I cannot answer that question for you because I do not know.
Okay, but you do know it's harder for me.
I would agree with that, yes.
Yeah, I like to
And
look
you do
over
know
them,
that you
but
can
I
ask
defer
me
to Mo
questions
for
in
all
regards to the
dramatic
order.
readings
Just read it
because,
straight off and never
well,
ask
it's
me
Mo.
what's what or how many with anything of it.
Ma'am, if you have questions, I can certainly try to answer them. I'm trying to facilitate you getting that information that you're certainly entitled to. And it took time for a process to be created by the Orange County Jail, as they had advised me. They do not have a place to store
Jailhouse,
two bankers
like,
boxes of information,
barbershop,
nor are they in a position to
shops.
provide you physical copies.
In
This is what I've been advised is the process is.
in
As soon
boot
as that
camp, I
process
had my
was
eyebrows
finalized, I
threaded
set
with
the
dental
hearing.
floss.
This was finalized
So-
yesterday.
Shit is possible.
No one ever asks me. I've been waiting for the boxes. I
Well,
really don't know what to say.
girly girl,
because
you are
I
in
supposedly
jail,
have no way to
so
contact
no
you
one
other than a
talks to
letter, and the
you.
same for you.
You can't just have
You
things
have
in
news
jail.
crews that
Sorry,
have
it's not the way
gotten
shit
here before I
goes. That's
did.
why an attorney really
But
helps.
I don't know, going forward, how is it that I'm supposed to be able to communicate with you other than me sitting here in front of you at these, I
Motion.
guess, supposed surprise hearings that I'm going to have every single time that it is that you would like to speak to me? Is that what
You
it's
have
going
one
to
on
be?
August 5th.
Ma'am, I
There's no
cannot
shop
answer
there.
that question. All I can tell you is that you can communicate with the court through the avenues that you've been utilizing previously, by and through letter
I
writing.
don't think she
As I
knows
said,
how
I do not
to
have your
file a
letters that
motion
you
to
sent last
dismiss.
week. They're not in the court file and they were not in my inbox yesterday. So as soon as I receive them, I will diligently review them. And if we have to set a hearing, you'll be properly noticed for it.
In the certificate of service?
You'll be properly noticed for it. Yes, ma'am.
And will there be a proper notice for today?
This judge has so
Notice
much
was
patience.
performed last night. I've
Am
already
I allowed to
explained.
ask the news crews how they got here?
No, ma'am, I'm not going to let you do that. They're not under oath. They're not a party to this action right now.
It's wrong
They
and it's
know.
unfair.
You certainly entitled to that opinion.
Am I allowed to ask him a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Mr. Lane, how is it that you and I are supposed to be speaking to one another?
So my suggestion would be. that you
Oh, yeah.
allow the-
I hate Judge Darrell. I think she's useless.
Either you or your honor gives me access to the
This
jail.
judge is patient, but also is
And I'll be happy to
not
do
gonna
that.
take crap.
It is the
Hey,
policy
Tammy.
of the Orange County Jail to have
This
a
is
member of the
Sarah Boone's
attorney to allow me to access
um,
you. That's the reason
court hearing from today.
previous.
First one where she's on her own.
The ability to come out and access you, but that's changed. I will be happy to continue to move forward with any investigative actions that could be for your defense, as long as I get that access.
So you need a letter from me.
Or the judge, or the jail, somebody that will allow me access to you. Yes, ma'am.
And I send it to you directly?
Yes, ma'am.
He needs
Is
to
this
be
letter
told that
also
he has
to-
permission to access everything, so he
I
doesn't
don't know
get his
that I'm
ass
in
in
a
trouble.
position to compel the Orange County Jail to do anything.
But you are the ones who contacted him.
But I
You
can't
not
tell the
have to.
jail, let this person come talk to you. If they have a policy where you need to provide the letter, then you need to provide the letter.
So until you have that letter, you and I will not be able to speak with one another?
I will contact the jail myself and find out if there's extensions, pro se.
This private investigator is a saint too.
To circumvent the actual letter itself.
Thank you.
Ma'am, do you have any other questions?
I don't think you have enough time. I'm just doing my best, and if you could please keep an eye out for my motions.
I will be on the lookout for them. You said there were 5, correct?
Yes.
I will be
Five
on,
motions. I wonder what they're about.
Certificate of service for whatever hearings that we have that are no longer a surprise for me, please.
understood. You'll be given a copy of the court's order that I read momentarily, and I will see you both on August 5 at 8:45 in the morning. All right, thank you all very much. Mr. Cacciatore, anything further, sir?
Nothing from the state.
All right, thank you very much.
The state's like, damn.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Oh, wait, before you leave, that is all going to be yours. Yes, I would, sir, so that you can begin the digitization process. All right, I'll see you on the 5th. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, cross-examination. She's trying. She's got to pose for the camera. She looks like she's aged like 50 years. Like, I mean, jury's still out. No pun intended. Look at it. Her hair is cut, but it's greasy. Trying to read her lips. Oh my God. I should have screenshotted that. Like, woman, if you just didn't put him in the damn suitcase, you could have locked him out of the house. I still think she has that narcissistic attitude that this is everybody else's fault. It's not hers. She did nothing wrong. Like, it was an accident. She thinks that just because it's an accident, that it's like everything is good. Yeah, she's very expressive. Yeah, it's a permanent look of "are you an idiot" instead of resting bee face. Yeah, whereas I have resting bitch face. But, you know, I'm a bitch. She was born in 77, so 47? I don't know. I was born in 85 and I'm 38, so she's 8 years older than me, so like 47, 48. I didn't get her exact date of birth. I think it was like October something. But she's looking rough. Her hair is cut, but she is looking rough. I think we should. Yeah, so there's claim the battered wife syndrome. Well, when you take a video of yourself going, shh, and you deserve this, I think that goes out the window. Hey, Devil Dog Cody. I think I am going to do a bingo card, like a bingo card a day, and I'll post it on Twitter, and we'll see. Hey, John. Okay. I was like, I know that has to be somebody I know, because like it's just, how are you, John? She seems to think that even if it wasn't intentional and it was an accident, that's okay. And like it's okay, it was an accident. It's not my fault. You still locked him in. And Jess found that article that I read the other day about how she, in 2016, correct me if I'm wrong, Jess, because you sent me the article, so you read it probably just more than me. I read it twice. Drunkest Turtle, nice to see you in chat. I don't think you've ever been here before. And yeah, this is going to be an absolute train wreck, and I'm here for it. I got that week and the week after blocked out. Yeah, that video was like, that was hard to watch. Like, that was really hard to watch. Like, what does Mo say? If you're going to do something stupid, don't record it. Don't tweet about it. Don't put it on Facebook. We don't record our crimes. She not only recorded it, but his voice, man, that poor man. Yeah, but there's a limit to, I don't know, like this line right here is getting very, yeah, she didn't mean to zip him in a suitcase. Yeah, it's not her fault. He zipped himself in there. Yeah, the pink handcuffs were like the chef's kiss on the whole thing. I think she will testify because look how vocal she's been through all these hearings and her letters. She thinks she did nothing wrong. Like, so I think she'll take the stand because she doesn't know how to, well, she was wearing pink handcuffs in court with the paint chipped. Yeah, she can't keep her mouth shut. So of course she's going to testify. Yes, her letters are admissible as far as I know, because if anything that's posted on that court website is admissible. So here is how easy, here is how easy the record search is for, hi Christine, for Sarah Boone's case. And this is why I love Florida. Because all I have to do is go over here, and you can tell I've already looked for it, and I've looked for other people too. Click I'm not a robot. State of Florida versus Sarah Boone, criminal felony, the judge's name, and the date that the case was opened. And literally everything. Like, everything. Everything is public. So the trial starts 10/7. There is a status hearing on August 5th at 8:45 a.m. And then there is a trial management conference on 9/24, which 9/24 is a Tuesday. And don't ask how I know that without looking. Yeah, 9/24 is a Tuesday. Yeah. My birthday is that week. So, you know, I always get interested in how pro se defendants testify. It's basically them just telling a story instead of being asked questions and answers. Like, yeah, she's got to tell her story, and that right there is like, I can't wait for that, because that is going to be I can't find the right words for it, but that'll be the John, when's your birthday? Like, she's going to make it a sob story all about her and how she was the victim. Like, she's like, I can't wait, because it's going to be so, like, the state is going to, you could tell the state was so satisfied with themselves. Yeah, I love Florida because Florida's laws, the reason Florida Man exists is because Florida is so easy to figure out. Like they have laws, there's sunshine laws that everything has to be transparent. So it's not that all these weird and wacky crimes and crap don't happen in other states. It's just they're not as transparent. Like Maricopa County for the Laura Owens case and then the Trevor Bauer case. I would follow the Trevor Bauer case and all that drama because I like sports. I like baseball. I used to be a fan of Trevor Bauer's when he was playing for the Dodgers, and I don't even like the Dodgers. But I can't follow that case because, Maricopa County, you have to go into the courthouse and request the documents. So it's very difficult in some places. New Mexico, I had to talk to like 3 or 4 people to get the documents for the Alec Baldwin trial because New Mexico's court website doesn't have them on there. You have to go to the main website and search the name, and then you can find them. Whereas Orange County, Florida is like, hey, super easy. Wisconsin is like that too. So don't mind me, but I'm gonna go, and you're coming on a little search with me. Wisconsin, because I need to look or to make a bookmark, and oh, John, that should be great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, I could ask him. There's also I could ask the document runners that have been doing all the Laura Owen stuff. They might be able to help me out. Yeah, I have Pacer. I finally got my Pacer approved where I can look up stuff because I've been wanting to cover the Florida, or Jaden Rashada versus the University of Florida. He's not exactly suing the University of Florida, but he's suing Billy Napier, a collective, and one of the former staffers. And that case started like 2 months ago. It was filed 2 months ago. They still haven't responded. They were given an extension to how long it would take them to respond, and they still have not responded. So let me, once I get it, like, there we go. So you go, I agree. And like, I used to use this website and look up all my patients because, you know, you get kind of curious when people talk and they talk like they've had a history. And yeah. Let's see, bookmark this tab. Love. There we go. Stop sharing. So here's this one. Wisconsin court access. So, hey, Rogue Mama, it's a pretty quick, it's only an 18-minute hearing, but there's a lot of attitude laced in that 18 minutes. And it just proves how much of a shit show this is going to be. So this is Wisconsin courts. So Wisconsin is one of the reasons some people call it the Florida of the North, is because their court access is just as easy. Oh, I'm not a doctor. I'm a occupational therapy assistant. So but I did work in inpatient. I worked in a 700-ish bed hospital for 6 years. So I've worked with everybody from the elderly person with a stroke, the new mom who had a stroke after she was born, and after her daughter was born, and she was only like 19, to the gunshot wound, to the diabetic who didn't take care of himself and had had limbs amputated. I've worked with just about everybody. But when you oh yeah, and if you want to help support Baby Squid's birthday, it's her birthday tomorrow. So this is her last day of being 1 year old. So if you want to support Baby Squid's birthday, send them Venmos. Not required, but I know people are more interested in making sure she's taken care of than me. So, which I appreciate because, you know, she's number one. But right now she's laying down with her dad. We're trying to get our bedtime back to like 8:30 or 9 and not 10:30 like she's been doing. Yeah, Georgia is. I've tried to get the some of the UGA players that have had issues with the law. I've tried to get their records, and they're so hard to get. Like, they're so hard to get. They're like, I would like to get that information, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to ball on a budget here. Like, if I was monetized, I probably would do that because I would have some, YouTube money to like put back into things. And right now I don't. Right now, all the Venmos that I get are paying for StreamYard, paying to make sure that I got a mic stand because somebody Venmoed me, Ung Hero Venmoed me some money that I was able to put towards that fund. So right now everything is like balling on a budget. We're trying to make this work. When I get monetized, it won't be much, but at the same time, it will be something more than a VA disability paycheck. So, because all other funds are allocated towards car payments, saving for the house, because we still don't know where we're going to live in like 3 months or whenever they sell this house. So that's one of the reasons trying to get monetized is so important to me, is that I can have an income that I can put towards savings. So when we leave this house, if they sell it, we have a place to go. So I'm not homeless, because I might interrupt my streaming for a while if I don't have a place to live. Just a thought. So the next case that I'm going to cover, John, thank you for the $5 Cash App for Baby Squid. I appreciate you. And I really appreciate that. She's like, I'm not handling the fact that she's going to be 2. John, just share the stream. Tell people to subscribe. Right now I'm up to 370 subscribers, 371. I need 500 to be monetized. And since I'm kind of doing my own thing, Tammy, thank you for the Venmo. Like, I love you guys. You're the best. Because I'm sort of doing this on my own, like, yeah, I've gotten help from the expert and Shizzy on how to do things. The expert, tells people to subscribe all the time. But like, for the most part, I'm just doing my own thing. I'm just Flash fan, you're the best. Oh, the good thing about it is I will definitely do that. The good thing about growing slowly is that I'm learning a lot and I'm figuring out where I fit into this YouTube world. Because like last night, I saw the debate between a lefty and a righty, or a lefty and a MAGA person, and I responded to it. And I figured out a line of videos that I want to do based on what I saw. So I'm learning how to find my niche and figure out where I fit in, because people have asked me if I'm streaming some of these larger trials. I want to, but at the same time, I'm also streaming, or everybody else is also streaming the same trials. So I'm not going to force people to choose. And sometimes, like, if Legal Vices is streaming a trial, I like Legal Vices. I would rather watch him and I'm not trying to divide up. But like, I like the smaller trials, like that witchcraft trial. That was super interesting to me because I got to do it on my own. Yeah, and see, I don't want to like we all help each other grow together. And I've gotten help from a lot of people who are YouTubers, aren't YouTubers, like everybody sending me emails and like, hey, check out this Flash fan. has been effing amazing. And I swear he needs to start a channel because he's been finding cases. Like the other day, he sent me an email. Flash fan, I'm going to shout you out. We were last night when we were discussing the left versus the right and the misconceptions. All these people who are on the right, the left is the party of tolerance, but the right is the party that when people are diverse, the left tells them they are Uncle Toms and traitors to their race and all of this and whatever. But I mentioned that Uncle Tom, reading the book, I don't think being called an Uncle Tom makes people it's not what people think it is. So he sent me an article about the person who inspired that book. And I no longer think that being called an Uncle Tom is a bad thing because that man sounded pretty damn amazing. Like, that man sounded pretty damn amazing. Yeah, if it wasn't Baby Squid's birthday this week, and I want to do some things with my mom and stuff before she goes back to work. She works for the school system. So when the kids go back to school, she has to go back to school. So I'm trying to do a lot of things before school gets back. And if it wasn't for Baby Squid's birthday, and they start school super early down here, they start school like the first or second week in August. So I'm trying to do stuff with her, and I just don't have the time. That's one of those things of there's just not enough hours in the week. But I would cover that case because Flash Fan sent me that case and I investigated it a little bit. Hey, Mom. Speak of the devil. But I'm learning slowly where I fit in. I like so Flash Fan sent me a trial that I'm going to cover. I actually am going to on Monday at about probably 9:00 or 9:30. I'm going to do the preliminary hearing that was done. I'm going to let me open up I have to get into my stuff, but I want to make sure that I don't share that tab because then I dox myself because, I'm so awesome at doing that. And I think her name is Carly Gregg. Yeah, let me look. Carly Gregg. She was 14 at the time that she allegedly unalived her mom, but also tried to unalive her stepfather, and her stepfather survived. So let's see. And I read this yesterday, but it's Mississippi versus Carly Gregg. 14-year-old looked like she had seen a demon after shooting her mom in the face and then inviting a friend over to show off the victim's body. This one sounds interesting because she is so young. And also the fact that she invited a friend over. It's like, what did Miss Mo say about what we do if we do something stupid? You don't record it, you don't put it on the internet, you don't tell anybody. She invited people over. Yeah, they are charging her as an adult. So the shooting death of at the home of a Mississippi high school math teacher. This woman was an algebra teacher. And mother already appeared to be a particularly grisly case as soon as the victim's 14-year-old daughter was identified as the suspect, reading is hard, and charged as an adult with murder. But a Rankin County Sheriff's Office investigator has since testified that Carly Gregg shot 40-year-old Ashley Smiley twice in the face, invited a friend over to show off the victim's body, claiming there was an emergency, played with her dogs in the meanwhile, and then told the friend that there were 2 for the head, 1 for the chest, waiting for Gregg's stepfather too. The preliminary hearing was posted online, and the details from the proceeding were startling. So we'll get into this on Monday because we'll actually watch it. So I'm not going to get into the details because we'll figure it out all together. But she, always say in Minecraft, if you do something in Minecraft, don't record it. Went to her daughter's room after 4 p.m. on March 19th and, quote, took some items out of the bedroom before Gregg opened fire 3 times, shooting her mother twice in the face and once in the chin. Oy. In March, Rankin County Sheriff's Office said that Gregg shot Smiley at their Brandon home on Ashton Way before she attempted to murder her stepfather, Heath Smiley, by ambushing him when he got home. Sheriff Brian Bailey said that Gregg shot Heath in the shoulder, but he fought back and grabbed the gun before his stepdaughter fled the scene by hopping a fence, prompting authorities to track her movements by helicopter and arrest her a short time later. Cotton filled in some of the gaps with his testimony at the hearing, citing video evidence from indoor and outdoor cameras at the crime scene. If you have cameras in your house, don't commit a crime in your house. I mean, that if you do something stupid, make sure there aren't cameras. And there's cameras everywhere. According to Cotton, the defendant walked into her bedroom with a gun, shot her mother, texted her stepdad from the victim's phone to lure him to the house, then texted one of her own friends to come over to the house, where Gregg allegedly claimed there was an emergency, even as she was playing with her dogs and singing to the canines until her friend arrived. That had to be... What did she want her friend there for? Like, once there, Gregg allegedly asked the unidentified friend if she had ever seen a dead body before leading the witness to the victim's body and saying her stepfather was next. Like, I didn't really like my stepfather a whole lot from time to time, but like, no. When Heath Smiley returned home soon after that fateful afternoon, Carly Gregg shot him in the shoulder and a struggle ensued, Cotton said. The investigator added that Heath Smiley recalled wrestling the gun away from his stepdaughter and that Gregg's eyes were really big, like she had seen a demon or something to that effect during the fight. This is insane. The Tuesday hearing ended with the judge refusing to lower Gregg's $1 million bond, considering her a special danger to others. Yeah, I really want to know what the friend did too. And if the friend's going to testify, because that friend is a minor. So because she was only 14 at this time. But validation. Yeah. An alibi. I'm sorry. I have really close friends, people that I joke around that I would, unalive someone for in Minecraft, but would we actually ever do it? No. But apparently some people take that shit literally. Like, yeah. So I'm curious to see what her defense, what they're going to come up with, because it was on camera, if she's going to plead insanity, if they're going to do what Morgan Geyser did in Wisconsin with the Slender Man case. The only reason I know that case was before I started actually really following trials. But that case is personal because at the time, one of my friends was a teacher who just happened to teach the victim. So it was a little personal. Yeah, that's with most minors. They don't show them on camera and they won't be referred to by their names. So the jury will see them, the people in the courtroom will see them, but they will not be on camera. At least that's what they did in most other cases that I've seen, mainly the Daryl Brooks case, and a couple others. Can't remember the other trials offhand. But this one is set for September, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. I have to check my email. That one's set for sometime in September. So what I'm hoping for is that I am monetized by then, so that I don't feel so bad about not getting other stuff done while I'm sitting. See, FlashFan is the resident expert on the trials that I'm covering, because most of them I got the inspiration from him. In fact, he's the one who reminded me that there was a Sarah Boone hearing today. I had heard about it, but it like didn't click. And I got his email and it's like, holy crap, we have to watch this. All right, but I am going to get going. I'm gonna make this a quick stream. Baby girl's still not asleep. I'm taking tomorrow off for the obvious reason. Rosalind and I are most likely doing the Nope show on Saturday night. And then Monday I am doing the hearing for this case, Carly Gregg. So we will see how the next few weeks go. I've already blocked out that time for the Sarah Boone case, and I am looking forward to that shit show. So if you haven't hit that like button, please do. I really appreciate it. Share the stream on all your social medias. Since I am not getting the shout out from the super big creators. In fact, I probably pissed one of them off last night because of the fact that I called him out on some bullshit or some things that I viewed as bullshit. So I'm probably not going to get any help from him with subscribers. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't lose some of the people that are subscribed to him and that I know from his channel. So I might be losing like 3 or 4 in the next couple of days. So if y'all could really... Oh, Jess, I did a stream last night on Project 2025 and the differences between Project 2025, what it is, who wrote it, and Agenda 47. The first 5 to 10 minutes of it are me screaming, are me very, very upset. Like, I watched it back today and I was like, I knew I was upset, but damn, I didn't realize I was that upset. So, Cynthia! So the first 5 minutes of it, someone was triggered by a red hat. And love or hate Donald Trump, I don't care. But if a piece of clothing triggers you, you have some serious issues that you might want to get some therapy for. And he said that that red hat was antagonizing people, and that's why people were getting attacked for wearing it. That, to me, was victim blaming and is no different than someone wearing a low-cut top or a short skirt and getting ARPed and then being told you got ARPed because the clothes you were wearing. That's no different than... And if you're going to be in the believe all women camp, if you know what I mean, you don't victim blame. And if you get antagonized and heated by a piece of clothing, you have some mental problems, and I know a good therapist I can refer you to. You shouldn't be scared of me. I didn't mean to scare anybody. It was just like, don't spew bullshit when you have 80,000 subscribers. I have 370, and I love each and every one of them. But you have 80,000 subscribers, and you are triggered by a hat. Maybe the internet's not the place for you. Just saying. Oh, I guess I'm an official YouTuber now that I have a hater. Someone commented on day 1 of the witchcraft trial saying I was trying to listen to the trial, but you were talking over it. but you were hard to, what did she say? She was like, she was something about like, I have to read it to you guys because it's so funny to me. She said, trying really hard to listen to the court content and you're not helping. I said, bless your heart, then why are you listening to a commentator and not the footage from Law and Crime? But thanks for the engagement. And she said, I will, or something like that. And I said, bye, hun. So I guess you're not official until you have a hater. Well, I have a hater. Hey, Jar. How are you? Nice to see everybody. Oh, boy. Dom, you know that I love everybody here because, like I said, I'm not getting like the 80,000 subscriber person going, hey, go subscribe to Squid, which in a way kind of sucks because I'm not getting those high subscriber counts and those watch numbers quickly. However, I know that everybody here is actually here because they like hanging out with me. So that's what makes me like you guys so much. So, because I know that you're here because you want to be here and not someone told you to be here, which I greatly appreciate. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious because like there's a reason that Law and Crime doesn't comment so that everybody can watch it with no words. I was just curious. I was like, how? So this person would not only like me to shut up, which is fine. My voice can be annoying at times, but would like me to get a copyright strike from Law and Crime because I'm not commenting. It's funny. You're awesome. I appreciate you so much. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see you Saturday. I think Rosalind and I are going to dual stream that one on both of our channels. Not really sure though. But if not, I'll be over on her channel. We haven't set up a time, but it's going to be around 8 o'clock-ish, Saturday night. But then Monday, 9 o'clock. Not super early, but also after Mo and Shizzy are done, so that I'm not, so I can actually watch their streams because I've missed out on Mo's streams for the last few days because I've been doing other stuff. And I'm like, I really want to. That's part of the problem with streaming. Like, part of me doesn't care about streaming when other people want to stream or are streaming because I'm like, whatever, people stream hop all the time. I do it. I'll have like one on my phone and one on my computer. But at the same time, I want to watch those people. And if I'm currently streaming, then I can't watch them. So I'm like, there's this time frame too. So, all right, guys, I really got to go. Third time's the charm. I will see you guys Saturday night and Monday. Bye.